English with Podcast.
Hello, my friends, and welcome. I'm Sam, and today I want to talk about an idea that surprises many English learners. You may have heard this before. You need about 3,000 words to understand most spoken English. But what does that really mean? And more importantly, how should you use this idea to learn English better? Let's talk about it in a simple way. First, what does 3,000 words actually mean? When people say 3,000 words, they don't mean rare or difficult vocabulary. They mean the most common words, the words people use every day, the words you hear again and again in conversations, videos, and podcasts. These are not fancy words. They are simple, useful words. And very importantly, we are talking about spoken English, not academic English. Another important point, word families. This part is often misunderstood. The 3,000 words are not individual forms. For example, help, helps, helped, helping. These are counted as one word family, not 4 separate words. So the goal is much more realistic than it sounds. Why are these 3,000 words so powerful? Because language follows a pattern. A small number of words are used all the time. When you know the most frequent words, you understand conversations. You follow stories. You feel more confident listening. With about 1,000 words, you understand basic English. With 2,000 words, you follow most daily conversations. With 3,000 words, you understand around 95% of spoken English. That means you don't need to know everything to understand a lot. But here is the mistake many learners make. They hear 3,000 words and think, I need to memorize a list. So they study vocabulary lists, forget the words, and feel frustrated. This is not how the 3,000 word idea works. You don't learn these words by memorizing. You learn them by meeting them again and again in context. How people actually learn these words. You learn common words when you listen to English you understand. You watch simple videos. Hear the words in real situations. See actions, images, and context. This is called comprehensible input. Your brain notices meaning, sound, repetition, and slowly, without stress, the words stick. An example. If you hear, I open the door is open. I close the door. You don't need a definition. Your brain understands door, open, and close naturally. That's how the 3,000 words are learned. Why this should make you feel relaxed. Many learners feel overwhelmed, slow, not good enough. But when you understand the 3,000 word idea, you realize something important. You are not far from success. You don't need perfect English. You need familiar English. Every time you listen, you are building familiarity. What should you focus on instead of memorizing? Here is what really helps. Listen to slow, clear English. Repeat sentences out loud. Hear the same words in different situations. Practice a little every day. The same words will come back again and again, and that is a good thing. Final message. Fluency is not about knowing rare words. It's about knowing common words very well. If you understand the most frequent 3,000 words, conversations become easier, listening becomes calmer, and speaking becomes more natural. So don't rush. Don't pressure yourself. Keep listening. Keep practicing. Trust the process. You are learning more than you think. Thank you for learning with me. This is Sam, and I'll see you in the next episode.